Hi everyone, welcome to lecture number 13 of unit number 5 partial differential equation. In this lecture, we'll start solving examples on higher order partial differential equation. Okay, and in this lecture, we are going to discuss first homogeneous partial differential equation with f of xy equal to 0. That is, the right hand side of the differential equation will be 0. Okay, and we are going to deal with only homogeneous partial differential equation of higher order. That is also of order 2 or order 3 maximum. Okay. Now we have restricted our right hand side to 0, means whenever the differential equation contains right hand side 0, in that case we know only complementary function we have to calculate for getting its general solution. And whenever the right hand side contains some function of xy, in that case means non-zero function, in that case we have to determine particular integral also for obtaining its solution. And in that case the final solution will be cf plus pi. Here we just have to calculate cf, that will be final general solution. So total 7 problems I have listed here. Okay, there are various cases may arise depending upon the roots we determine the solution. So different types of problem I have covered. Some I will do here and some I will leave for practice. Fine. And the example based on particular integral, that is f of xy not equal to 0, will cover in the coming lecture. Fine. So let us start solving first example. It is 2 del 2 z by del x square plus 5 times del 2 z by del x del y plus 2 times del 2 z by del y square. So whenever our function is in terms of this type of partial derivatives, very first we do replacement of derivative by d and d dash, and if it is in the form of d and d dash, then there is no need of doing that replacement. First example I am doing here. So very first put d equal to del z by del x and d dash equal to del z by del y. These values you must remember. Fine. Now I am going to use this value of del z by del x and del z by del y in the given equation number 1. So here I am having derivative of z with respect to x 2 times, so it will be d square. So the first term will be 2d square. Then next term is 5 times one derivative with respect to x, one derivative with respect to y. So both d and d dash will be there. So it will be plus 5 times d dash. And final term is 2 times del 2z by del y square. So it will be 2 times d dash square. Outside bracket z we write, equate it to 0. So this is the given partial differential equation in the form of d and d dash. The next step to calculate its auxiliary equation. So for calculating auxiliary equation, what we do? Put one more thing here. First we check whether there is a common factor d or d dash. Okay, accordingly to that two sub cases also we have discussed. We cannot take d common or d dash common here. Means there is no factor d or d dash appear for this equation. So directly you can put here, put d equal to m and d dash equal to 1. Okay, in above equation. So that will give us the auxiliary equation as, if you put d equal to m and d dash equal to 1, we'll get 2d square, that is 2m square. Then next term is 5d dash. So 5m d dash is 1 and 2 d dash square, so the 1 square is 1, so 2 equal to 0 is auxiliary equation of 1. That is given differential equation. Now find its roots. Depending upon the roots, we'll write its complementary function, that is the final solution. Okay, for this second degree polynomial, therefore the roots can be determined by using that formula minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, where a, b, c are the coefficients of m square, m and constant term. So here minus b, that is coefficient of m is 5 plus minus square of 5 25, 4ac, a is 2, c is 2, 4 into 4 16 divided by 2a, 2 into a, that is 4. So it will be minus 5 by 4 plus minus 25 minus 16 is 9, square root of 9 is 3, so it will be 3 by 4. Now if you take plus one time and minus one time, you will get m1 first root as minus 5 by 4 plus 3 by 4, so minus 2 by 4, that is minus half, and second root as minus 5 by 4 minus 3 by 4 minus 8 by 4, so minus 2. So two roots we have obtained. Okay, therefore CF that is general solution. CF is CF equal to phi 1. Both roots are distinct. So first case y plus mx. Mx is the first root minus half times x plus phi 2 y minus second root 2x minus 2. Okay, now here we have fraction. So whenever we have fraction, this fraction, if you multiply this by 2, so here we can write, if, this 2 I am taking here. Okay, so you can do, if even if you are keeping this like this, no problem, but we can write this in this form. This 2 we have to take in the multiplication of y, means we are multiplying this by 2, so we'll get 2y minus x, and phi 2, here no fraction, so directly you can keep as it is, y minus 2x. So this will be the final solution, and therefore the general solution is z equal to, okay, solution means we are calculating the value of z. It is equal to phi 1 of 2y minus x plus phi 2 of y minus 2x. This 2 I have multiplied. Even if you are keeping y minus x by 2, no problem, but you can write in this form the solution, final solution. Whenever you get here fraction 2 by 3, 3 by 4, whatever term you are having the denominator, that term you multiply by y, and the coefficient of x numerator we have to take. Okay, so this will be your final solution, z equal to phi 1 of 2y minus x plus phi 2 of y minus 2x. Because it is the right hand side has 0, only CF will be the solution, and solution means z, value of z we are calculating. Okay, now another problem we'll do. This is also second order differential equation. This is third order. We'll do the third order. Second, this you can do. Okay, practice it. So let us do the example number 3. Here we have del 3 by cube, third order differential equation. So we'll get the third order polynomial there, right? It's 3 roots we need to calculate for this example. So very first I will write down the given differential equation. It is del 3 z by del x cube. Then next is minus 4 times del 3 z by del x square del y plus 4 times del 3 z by del x del y square equal to 0. Here also we need to put capital D equal to del z by del x, d dash equal to del z by del y. So this will give us, first is the derivative with respect to x only, so d cube minus 4. Here mixed partial derivative we have, so d3, one derivative of with respect to x 2 times and with respect to y 1 times, so means square of d and d dash single power. And here we are having derivative plus 4 times, derivative of x 1 time, so 4d, and derivative of y 2 times, so d dash square, outside bracket z equal to 0. Now next thing is to calculate auxiliary equation. Put d equal to m. Again you can check, we cannot take d common or d dash common, there is no common factor d or d dash, so that sub cases cannot be applied here. So whenever it is possible to take d or d dash common, at that time for that common factor we write solution, okay, separate solution, and for the remaining factor we do the substitution, d equal to m and d dash equal to 1. So here also we cannot take d common or d dash common, so directly you put d equal to m and d dash equal to 1. So this will give us m cube minus 4m square plus 4m. Wait a minute, here we can take d common, by mistake I said we cannot, we can take d common, right? So if you take d common, so here we'll get d square minus 4d d dash plus 4d dash square equal to z equal to 0. Now the solution for this common factor d, this is the only common factor d, there will be one solution corresponding to this, and the remaining solution will be corresponding to the second factor. Okay, for the factor d, repeated once, for the factor d which is occurred once, CF is, for this factor CF is it is derivative with respect to x. So phi 1 of y. This is a constant parameter, right? As if d dash is there, it will be phi 1 of x, and it is d only, derivative with respect to x. So opposite variable we take here, phi 1 of y. Now this CF also we are going to add in the final solution. This is the CF corresponding to this factor. Okay. Now for the remaining factor we'll do. Now put d equal to m and d dash equal to 1 in remaining factor. Okay. So what is the remaining factor? This bracket. So after putting in that, we'll get second degree polynomial m square minus 4m plus 4 equal to 0. Okay. M square minus 4m plus 4 equal to 0. What are the roots? This is a perfect square of m minus 2 square, right? So the roots will be m equal to 2, m equal to 2. 2 is the repeated root. Hence the CF for repeated roots is, for repeated roots we have phi 1 of y plus mx. The root is 2. So y plus 2x plus multiply to second arbitrary function. I will take here phi 2 because phi 1 we have already taken. To second function will multiply by x. Okay. Phi 3 of y plus 2x again. The same bracket we write for repeated roots. Okay. So this is the CF corresponding to remaining factor. Hence the general solution will be addition of all. So z equal to, first we have taken as phi 1 of y. Okay. Here phi 1 of y. Can you see this? Phi 1 of y, right? Corresponding to d, and the remaining corresponding to the second factor, this phi 2 of y plus 2x plus x into phi 3 of y plus 2x. So total 3 arbitrary functions we are having, because it is degree order 3 differential equation. So 3 constants, 3 arbitrary functions will be there, okay, in the final solution. And these 2 functions corresponding to the second factor, and this function corresponding to the factor d. Okay. Now if d dash is can be taken common, at that time CF corresponding to that common factor we determine separately, and for the other factor we determine separately. Whenever d or d dash is common, for them we don't substitute d equal to m or means d equal to m and d dash equal to. For the other factor, which is the remaining factor, in that we put d equal to m and d dash equal to 1. Now let us take another example. Now from this list, this is second degree polynomial, you can handle it. This is also second degree polynomial, you can determine roots also easily. It is in the form d and d dash. So no, directly you put d equal to m and d dash equal to 1 and get the equation. Here in the sixth example, we cannot take d common or d dash common, so that also you can do directly. And in the last we can take d dash term common, so I will do directly last, and the remaining you try. Definitely you can do them, because just directly you need to put d equal to m and d dash equal to 1 and just get the roots and write the final solution. In this 3 there is no common factor, so directly you can do, and in the last there is common factor, so I will do that for you, how to do in such a cases when d dash is common. So last example I am doing now. So given equation is d dash cube minus d dash square z equal to 0. So d dash square we can take common, so inside bracket we'll have d dash minus d z equal to 0. So here d dash is common, which is repeated twice. So for this common factor d dash, whenever we have factors of d or d dash, for that we determine CF separately, and for the remaining factors separately. So I will do for the factor d dash square. So this is d dash square, it is repeated twice. CF equal to, now d dash is the derivative with respect to y. So phi 1, your arbitrary function will be function of x in that case. If it is derivative with respect to y, function of x. If it is derivative with respect to x, function of y. Now it is repeated twice, so one more function we are going to add, and whenever we are going to multiply, whenever we are going to add one more function, at that time we will multiply by variable y. If it is a if inside bracket we have x, so we are multiplying y, and if inside y we are having, in that case we will multiply by x. For d dash we multiply by y, and it is repeated twice, only two functions we add in the CF. So this is the CF for the factor d dash square. Now for d dash minus d z equal to 0, put d dash equal to 1 and d equal to m like your previous method. So this will imply 1 minus m equal to 0, auxiliary equation. Okay, and this will give us root as m equal to 1. So if m equal to 1 is the root, therefore CF for d minus d dash z equal to 0 is, for this factor, what will be CF for one root? CF will be only one function, phi 1 phi 2 we have taken, so we'll take the it as phi 3 y minus, root is m equal to 1, so y plus mx, y plus x. Okay, so this is the third function. Now we'll add all them to get the general solution. Therefore general solution is z equal to, first is phi 1 of y, sorry, phi 1 of x plus y into phi 2 of x for the repeated factor d dash square, and finally phi 3 of y plus x, m is 1. So this is the final solution of the given differential equation. Okay, so this is how we do when we have repeated when we have common factor of the type d or d dash. Okay, accordingly you determine CF separately for them, and for the remaining factors separately by substituting d equal to m and d dash equal to 1. So hope you have understood this discussion. Remaining problem, 4 problems remain, you try to complete them at home. In coming lecture we'll solve the examples of partial differential equation where we'll have right hand side non-zero. Okay, that is, there we need to calculate CF as well as PI. Thank you.